Hey YouTube, ChannelMST here, bringing you a deck profile and a deck discussion. Today we're going to be going over the YCS in France, an Inzektor build that ran the Inzektor equip card and hopper. I couldn't really find any Inzektor builds for YCS Texas as of now, so I really wanted to cover them, and so I'm just covering the European ones because it seems like they kind of mirrored us. They had 6 Dino Rabbit and we had 6 Dino Rabbit in the top 16, so pretty similar there. Twilight Dragon actually won there, whereas ours got second, so a little bit different, but for the most part, there's a lot of similar decks. So I decided to, cover theirs. So moving on to the deck list, we have for the Inzektors, we have 3 Centipede, 3 Dragonfly, 1 Gigamantis, 3 Hopper, and 3 Hornet. For the hand traps, we have 2 Maxi, 2 Veilers, and 1 Gorse, and then for the other monsters, we have 1 Dark Arm Dragon. For the spells, we got 1 Allure, 1 Book, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Foolish, 1 Heavy, 3 Inzektor Sword, 1 Reborn, 3 MST, and 3 POD. For the traps, we have 2 Fiendish Chain, 1 Mirror, 3 Solemn, and 1 Torrent. For the side deck, we have 1 Cyber, 1 Veiler, 1 Gemini Imps, 2 Snowman Eaters, 2 Armor Blast, 2 Dimensional Fissure, 1 Mind Control, 2 Depriz, 2 Rivalry of Warlords, 1 Trapstun. For the extra, we have 1 Chimera, 1 Catastor, 1 Rose, 1 Brio, 1 Scrap, 1 Startard, and then 1 Inzektor X Beetle, 1 Leviaire, 2 Leviathan, 1 Giga Brilliant, 1 Utopia, 1 Utopia Ray, 1 Steelsworn Roach, and 1 Zen Mains. And that does it for the deck list. Now moving on to the deck discussion. The Zen Mains and the other stuff is pretty self-explanatory, kind of been seen before. The Utopia and Utopia Ray, we have Hopper for access to rank 4. And then the Roach is kind of the new addition, which is good now against the Dragon Sworn and Dragon Twilight decks, because they have, they special summon, inherent special summoning a lot is in their deck, so this is very good against them, and so now this has kind of been added to a lot of extra decks. And 1 X Beetle because he's an Inzektor and he can be made with the effects of these guys. And then 1 Stardust and 1 Scrap for Veiler with Gores or Veiler with Dark Arm. And then 1 Brio, 1 Rose, 1 Catastor, and 1 Chimera for the Cyber Dragon. Moving on to the side deck, we have 1 Cyber Dragon for the Mirror, for Windups and Hero Beat and so forth. 1 Veiler for the Mirror, 1 Imps for Dark Will, 2 Summonator for 6 Samurai, Hero Beats, and Dino Rabbit. 2 Armor Blast. This card is actually very interesting because usually this will be 2 Decrees, and you'll try to use it against Macrocosmos and/or Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, whereas this card actually kind of replaces Decree because it gets rid of those 2 face-up cards that really hurt your deck. And what I like about it is it fits in the deck because it allows you to pull off your combos, and also at the same time, hurt your opponent. And it's really good against Macrocosmos because they get destroyed all at the same time, so you won't lose your equip spell or your monster if you use this, because they all get sent to the graveyard. And then 2 Dimensional Fissure for extra removal, and then 1 Mind Control for the Mirror, 2 Dimensional Prisons for removal, 2 Rivalry of Warlords. I'm not sure this is supposed to be Gozen Match, but and it's a typo, for example. But this does fit really good in the deck. It works against everything the same as kind of the same as Gozen Match, because all of these are pretty much insects, so it's not like we have too much to worry about there. And then 1 Trapstun to kind of serve as a second Heavy Storm when you want to go off. And then moving on to the deck, I like the overall deck number. 41's pretty good. He runs 3 Pot of Duality to give it more consistency, so that's good there. And then he has the 3 swords, but however he does not cut down the number of MSTs, which I really like there. Then for the traps, he's got pretty basic: 2 Fiendish Chain, 1 Mirror, 3 Solemn, and only 1 Torrent. However, 2 Torrents has been seen a lot, but however the deck now has a lot of more field presence with the sword and the hoppers, so going down to 1 Torrent is not too much of a surprise. And then the monster lineup, basic Inzektors, and then we have the addition of 3 hoppers. Usually I've seen like 2 hoppers or 3 hoppers. I do like the addition of hopper because it helps you pull off your combos, and 3 is a very good number for that, just to kind of give you overall 6 Inzektors right here to pull off your combos. For the hand traps, we have 2 Maxi and 2 Veiler. I like that he increased the Veiler to 2 for game 1 against the Mirror, because Maxi is really good against windups, but Veiler is also good against windups, and so really you don't really lose too much by going down in Maxi and replacing it with Veiler that way, because you can still stop the windup strategy. And so that's it for the deck list and deck discussion. ChannelMST signing off.